on what is one of the heavier waves on the Championship Tour schedule. But here it is, your lineup for heat number 1. Julian Wilson, a former winner in this contest, taking on Caio Ibelli and Leonardo Fioravanti, a former European champion.
Amazing surfing out of him.
So a bit of hustle on the takeoff zone here. Caio Ibelli finds himself in an awkward position. He goes over and goes down hard.
Haste makes way, so to speak. Dropping in, trying to find the rail, and a little bit of chop on the face there doesn't lend a hand to him as he gets sucked up in over the falls. You can see him dropping out of the sky here, and as he hits the face, he kind of catches the rail and kind of pushes a little hard, basically threw his head in, and just we see him go over the falls. Guaranteed he connected with the bottom there. And
has some work to do on both tours, and he's got a good looking wall standing up here. Casual on the entry, sets up the pit, and somehow goes down. Body surfs his way into the closeout section.
We know that there's so much water moving out here. We'll take a look. Beautiful entry in, finds a line, drives off the bottom, and then right there, it looks like he just got a little ahead of himself, actually. Unfortunately for him, the exit did not look that great. Right there, his foot kind of slipped up forward. I think he was just getting a little hasty, kind of looking up after the swing.
Back to live action, Caio Ibelli up at the moment, looking for his first decent number. Leonardo getting a little bit of credit for the setup and some time behind the curtain there, a 2.17, but his front foot slipping off. It'll be no different. Leonardo Fioravanti out in the water and leading this heat at the moment. But Julian Wilson up and deep in the barrel and almost found an exit there, pushing through that curtain. There is an advantage in that. As he has a look at a big frothy monster out the back, but it's Leonardo who's going to use his priority for this one. So the first decent turn of this heat being thrown down by Leo. It should be the best score.
Drops in here. You can see that white water. Julian having to give way as Leo had priority. Nice little snap there. More of a setup snap, so nothing too huge. But I like the fact that he's keeping it moving and keeping the flow, because on the year there, it's just amazing.
Live action. Leonardo up once again. Tries to plant that float on the end section, still there for a moment. But I don't think you could say that he was in control of that final move.
It's crazy. Here's the replay. Little head dip. Shower comes up into the lip, just drops out. That thing bottoms out so heavily. You can see him hanging on, though. He did well to stay on the board, but they won't give him a completion on the score.
7.5 minutes to go. Julian Wilson having a look at one now. Drives around this first section. Goes to set up a big floating re-entry. He sticks it with just over 7 minutes to go. He didn't need a lot to get out in front, just a 2.37.
Yeah.
You can see how bowled out these waves are on the replay.
Oof. It's a tough go out there, no matter what, how you look at it. It's going to be a rough go, and even the patented bottom turn of Julian Wilson having to be adjusted because of the conditions right there, and having to two-stage that to find it. Leo's wave doesn't really get any tube time there. It just flutters over him, and if he would have stuck this, he put himself in a better position. But right now, they're going to be neck and neck going into this last exchange.
And Leonardo swings. He's deep, sets it up, ducks under the lip. He's in there somewhere. A lot of white water to mow through, and he couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel there. So 4.5 minutes to go.
I think he's going to shadow him, but you can see him getting under the hook right there, but it just had a weird wobble in it from the wave before where the white water was in the face.
Awesome, mate. We've got some waves rolling in. Happy birthday, Rich. We'll be catching up with you throughout the day. We'll let you get back to work as we see Julian ducking under the lip there. And I'm unable to get a score out of that one. So sacrificing priority on that ride, Strider.
And then
Leo right behind him. He ducks into one. Can he get the exit? Doesn't find the opening. He's definitely going to take a chance on this one. Committed now. Looking for a 3.8 out of this ride. He's going to float and awkwardly lands. A lot of water moving underneath him there.
Jules will hang on for the win. There's a split peak. Here's the replay on the left, finding a beautiful little wave there. Some tube time, good vision. Hopefully the board stayed intact and the body on that one, but great technique here. Something to look at and to see moving forward. Is this young man is happy to not have to surf round 2, let me tell you.
So Julian Wilson, he's been impressive in the first round all season. That's his 8th round 1 win of the year, and probably his lowest combined score total for a winning heat, 4.97, but he won't mind. He can bounce back in round 3.